and with a lot of understanding. This topic, okay, are we a student of our game? And if so, how does that manifest itself? Well, truly, as a community, I'd like to say we are obviously not students of the game. We're not students of the game of community development. We're not students of the game of collectively sustaining and propelling our community. And we're not students of the game being able to insulate, protect, and propel our community. So our key as a group is to really understand the game that we have been compelled to play. As individuals, we demonstrate modicums of success in various ways. But in reality, when that translates to a larger team, we do not win. And that's okay, because until you can acknowledge you are not winning, you cannot correct what you need to on your team to ensure that you ultimately win the next time in the next season. So we really got to look at, what does that mean? What does it really mean for us to win? What does it mean for us to get control? What does it mean for us to get power? What does it mean to us to develop collective business resources so that we can sustain, propel, and educate our community? We have to ultimately feel good about educating our own children to be competing and to be competitive in a global economy and in a global world. And if we look at ourselves and look at each other and feel our education collectively is inadequate for us to, in fact, train our kids to compete in a global economy, then we have really not mastered the game. If we cannot have a child born and in 18 years employ our own children, we are not prepared for the game. If we are not taking command of our kids feeling protected in our communities, we have not really mastered the game. So individual success translated into a group deprivation means collective deprivation, which is what we have to adjust, train, transform, and elevate. Over to you, Brother Ed Bragg. Okay. Now, I'd like to thank you today for calling in to our morning inspirational message. It's very important for us to be able to look at what it is that we are trying to do as individuals and what it is we are trying to do as people, because truly those become the barometers. Those become the thermostats. Those become the dipsticks to determine where we're going, how we're getting there, and are we en route. Unfortunately, many times we look at variables that are strictly individualistic and don't realize that our strength as a group is determined by our collective wealth, our collective prosperity, and our collective capacity. So it requires us to broaden our thinking, broaden our scope, and broaden our attitude beyond ourselves. We'd like you to call a friend, call a family member, begin to communicate with them. Are we truly understanding our game? Are we truly preparing ourselves? Are we truly a ready and developed community that has the strength, the energy, and the commitment to sustain and propel itself? The beauty of this medium is you can call into it, revisit this message, revisit your mind, see the message as a mirror image of your own thoughts, and begin to gel and blend and bind the two together so that you can begin to tweak and modify your thinking for the purpose of propulsion, growth, and transformation. Take a moment to look at this YouTube channel. Log in, study it, subscribe to it, leave a comment, leave a concern, leave a view and an opinion that will illustrate and demonstrate how you see who you are, how you see where we are, and how you see what we need to do. Because when you begin to look at those variables, you create an environment that will stimulate our growth, stimulate our transformation, and stimulate our development. We look forward to bringing you this message because this message can stimulate ideas. It can stimulate conversation. It can modify and adjust thought that will be the precepts for understanding and development. Positive expectations is our capacity to see a vision that will reflect what we can be, what we can do, and what we can have. And then ultimately, our growth and our prosperity will be a reflection of that which we do. So we've got to begin to look at what that means to us. Are we growing? Are we developing? Are we expanding? Have we the feelings that we can be it in spite of where we are? Too often we stare more at where we are than where we're going. And if where we are is dark, then unfortunately our energy, our motivation, our attitude, and our inspiration reflects a lethargic state of being because we're staring at the state as opposed to staring at the brightness of where we're heading. Have a great and fantastic day. And go out and make your life free. Make it free. Live it free. See it as free. Become free. Believe in your freedom. And always make yourself and your life happy. And if it's not happy, make some adjustments. If it's not happy, change your thoughts. If it's not happy, change your attitude. But make your life happy by the thoughts you conceive that reflect what you like, what you love, and the true depth of the beauty of who you are. Fulfillment comes when fulfillment is present. And so when you begin to feel happy and free, you begin to communicate that, and it begins to come to you and others and touch their lives. But touch those lives in that same way. Touch lives and radiate it, lift it, energize it, and spark beauty in those around you. This is your friend and brother, Brother Tambuzi, saying, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.